say we waited for a long, long time. I say we waited.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today will be my first official video on my channel. I have other videos that I have not edited and put out yet, but this will be the first one I'm going to put out. Today is actually sort of an emotional video. It's a story time, and yeah, it's a story time about what happened. Everyone has been asking the question, what happened? For those of you that don't know, I'm injured, which temporarily put me in a wheelchair, and I'm finally going to be telling the story of exactly what happened. The reason why I decided to do this video is because it's the beginning of December and the new year is coming, and I just do not want to bring anything from, I don't want to bring any of this into my 2020. I wish that I can say I can leave it all behind, but there's still things and obstacles that's definitely going to be there still for me to fight through. However, the trauma part, the sad part, and the pain of it all is what I want to leave behind. So I'm hoping by telling this story that it will strengthen me, strengthen my mind to move forward and not reflect on it as much. Hoping that it will just answer any questions that you guys, so that I don't not have to keep answering the question of what happened. Yeah, and I'm just ready to let it out. So for you guys that don't know me, my name is Daza. I just turned 25. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and college graduate. And yeah, this is pretty much how my life got stalled, I would say. Never stopped, but my obstacle. So yeah, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on this video. Only encouraging words and positive vibes only, you guys. Make sure you also hit that notification bell for any other time that I post great videos. I promise you guys this will probably be the only one that would be this emotional and sad. If I cry, I'm not going to apologize for that, because it's a natural thing and it's something that's real, something that I went through. So let's get into the story. June 6th of 2018, I was doing normal stuff like I always do. I was leaving school, I was working, I had worked earlier that day, I got off. I was going to have 2 days off of work, and I had stayed out in Taylor, Michigan, because I was in school out there. But yeah, I stayed out in Taylor, Michigan for that year. I had my own apartment with my best friend, and like I said, I was going to get ready to have 2 days off of work. So I finally got in contact with one of my really good friends. We've been great friends since I started school, and we hadn't really been able to spend that much time with each other that year because I wasn't on campus anymore and she still was, and I was working, and our schedules were just really different. So I was really excited to get together with her finally, because I had 2 days off. So we had planned a girls' day. She was going to come over my apartment. She hadn't really been over there. She only came over once, and it was for a very short period of time. So yeah, she was going to come over, stay. We were going to have some wine, and watch movies, just really catch up. My best friend at this time that I stayed with, she was out of state. She was doing some program or something she was in. She was out of state, and I had dropped her off to the airport, and she left her car behind because she didn't want to, pay to leave her car at the airport, or she just didn't want to leave her car at the airport. So we literally stayed right down the street from the airport. The airport was literally probably about 7 minutes away from our apartment where we stayed at, so it was nothing to go there. But yeah, that day was a normal day. I got dressed like I got up, took a shower like normal, got dressed. Everything was, like I said, it was pretty normal. And yeah, so if I have pictures, I'll post a picture here of what I looked like that day. And yeah, I got a lot of my stuff done, and then I went to pick up my friend from Ipsy. 'Cause of course, she was at school out there. However, I went to go pick her up at a Coney Island. She was out there with her family having breakfast or lunch, whatever time of the day that was. It was earlier that day, and I was leaving the mall before I came and got her because I had went shopping. I can't remember if I went. I think I just went to Myers, which I had worked at, and I bought some things. And I bought some things for her that was on sale. So, yeah. Anyway, I went to the Coney Island to go pick her up. Met her family. We sat down. We talked for a little bit, and then I ordered me something to eat. We ate in the car. We were talking and laughing like usual, planning out what we were gonna do. And I think me and her went to the mall together that day. Because the mall was also down the street from my apartment as well. That was like 5 minutes away. So I think we did that earlier that day. We went back to my apartment. I think we ate something and we were just, talking and hanging out. And that same day we were waiting for my best friend to get back. And she had asked me, could I come and get her, of course, from the airport. I dropped her off, so of course I was going to go and get her. I was like, yeah, girl, sure, no problem. I'll go and come and get you. So she texted me around 10:30 or something like that, saying that she had arrived at the airport. I think it was somewhere around 10:30. So I was like, okay. I threw my clothes, my shoes on really quick, and left. My friend came with me. We left to go drive down to the airport to pick up my best friend. So yeah, if you ever stay in Michigan, there's like no street lights whatsoever. I don't know why they don't believe in street lights, but most of their main busy roads are super dark in the middle of the night. There is nothing illuminating the streets at all but your headlights, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's dark, super dark. Anybody that stays in Michigan knows exactly what I'm talking about. But that was nothing new to me. I have been driving out in Michigan for at least 2 years. I had my car and was driving out there, so it was nothing new. But I'm just giving you guys the setting of how everything is. And then also on the road, the speed limits out there are way higher. Here in Cleveland, like the most you probably get on a regular street is about 35, and out there it's like 55, which is really high compared to Cleveland, Ohio, which is where I'm from. Like 55 is dang near our freeways. If you get on our freeways out here, it's like 60, 65 is our speed limits on the freeway. And out there on their freeway, it's like 80. 75, 80. So that's already a big speeding difference. People are always in Michigan going over the speed limit. Yeah, it's the drivers are crazy. All the drivers in Michigan are crazy. They barely pay attention to where they're going, and even if that speed limit says 70, they're doing 85 at least. Yeah. So anyway, I'm driving down. I pick her up from the airport. Everything went smoothly. We were coming back around, and I was on the Middle Belt Road, and my friend that I picked up earlier, I don't want to throw their names in here just for privacy reasons, but my friends that I had picked her up earlier, she was sitting in my passenger seat, and my best friend was sitting in the back seat, and next thing I know, like, my car started doing this terrible, like, vibration sound. Like, it was shaking, like, really, really bad. And I'm like, what is going on? What is that? And my friend, she's looking out the window, and she was like, I don't know, I can't see anything. But I felt that the car was, like, unleveled. And I'm like, oh, my God, I just caught a flat tire. And I was really upset about that because a week previously, I had already replaced the tire because I had hit a pothole which damaged my tire. So I had to spend money that I barely had to get a new tire on there. And now I just caught a really bad flat tire in the middle of the night, and all we're trying to do is get home. So I put on my hazards. I pull over safely off the road to the right. My hazards are on. I get on my phone and I contact my insurance so that I can get my AAA to come out and help me get my donut on my car. So I contacted my AAA, and then I realized that I had so many things in my trunk. I had stuff from my apartment that was in my trunk because our lease was going to be up that summer. I had a summer program that was a dance program that I was doing here in Cleveland, Ohio, so that I was going to be traveling back and forth. And so I had a lot of my program stuff in the trunk. I also had my old tire that had got messed out the week previously before in my trunk. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to be able to get to my donut. So I asked both of my friends if I could go back in time. I really try not to dwell on it, but if I could go back in time, I would have never did this. But I just asked them, could they help me move some of the stuff out my trunk so that the AAA could get to my donut. They were like, yeah, sure. So we get out the car safely and pop my trunk. We hurry up, we move the stuff out the way, and I was in the Chevy Cobalt, and my donut was up under the I don't know what you want to call it, but like the carpet piece. You have to like lift that up. The donut's under there. So I had all this stuff piled on top of it. So I was trying to move stuff to the back seat to get the stuff out so that they didn't have to wrestle with my belongings. And they could just get to my donut. So yeah, we hurried up and we moved the stuff, and we were out of the car for less than 5 minutes. And we were done, and we were getting ready to close the trunk, and next thing I know, I just went flying into the middle of the street. I didn't really know what happened, to be honest. I didn't know the damage. I didn't know what had just went on. When you get into something like that, your brain kind of goes into like an overdrive mode, or you just kind of black out, or I don't know. I just know I went flying into the middle of the street, and I just remember squeezing my eyes shut and saying, God, whatever it is, please do not take me out of here. It was quiet, and you'd think it would be a lot of noise. There was like no noise of cars. There was no like noise of anybody honking a horn. It was complete silence. I didn't hear anything, and I was so afraid to open my eyes, and I heard my best friend scream. And it sounds crazy because I immediately started worrying about her, and I started worrying because she was standing right next to me by the trunk. We were literally an inch apart. And I just heard her scream, and I opened my eyes, and I was laying in the middle of the street, and my whole right leg was literally like something out of a horror movie, you guys. My whole right leg was, my knee had dislocated. It's snapped apart pretty much. I'm shaking right now talking about it. But it snapped apart, and I couldn't feel my toes. I was trying to wiggle them, and I was also trying to get my mind right. I was trying not to panic, and I grabbed onto my leg before I had even fully looked at it. I just grabbed onto it, and the car that hit me sped around me, and she stopped. She stopped right in front of me, and we were yelling. All my friends, me and her, yelling for her, like, hey, stop, you know. And you would think that somebody would get out, they would help you, they would be concerned. At least I would, if that was me. But she took off. She hit me. She pulled around me. She stopped. And then she took off. I think at that moment, I lost all hope for humanity. At least that's what it felt like. I felt the most disappointed and abandoned I had ever felt in my whole entire life. From somebody I didn't even know. Somebody I didn't know just changed my whole life. And they also just left me for dead. That's when I became scared. A lot of people do not realize what it feels like to be dying. Of course, because you're not going to know unless something like that happens to you. But it's one of the most, to die like that. I was, Lord, please do not let me go out like this. Do not let me die like this. I had just graduated. I have a whole life ahead of me. I want to start my career. I was doing everything right. I was on the right path, and it's like, Lord, I fought so hard to get to this point. Don't let it end so quickly. Don't let it end in front of my friends. So I did not want that to be. I did not want that to be the last thing that my friends remembered of me. I remember screaming, just screaming and somebody get 911 on the phone. Get them here. Yeah. And for me to be the one on the ground hurting and panicking about my own life, I was also worried that they would panic so much that they wouldn't be able to help me through it. I had to call my best friend down and tell her, listen, get my phone and call my mom or my grandma. Mind you, I'm in Michigan, so they're from Cleveland, and that's a 2-hour and 45-minute drive. Well, 2 hours and 25 minutes where I was located. And then there was another worry is don't let me go until I can talk to my mom. I just need to hear her on the phone so she can hear my voice so I could talk to her. And I think at that time Maria had called 911, and my best friend was trying to call my mom. I don't know exactly who they had got in touch with first. I do remember there was a man that was on a motorcycle that stopped, and he pulled over and he was trying to help, and it was so frustrating, guys. Like, he was being such an idiot. I think he was panicking. He was in shock, and I was repeating numbers to him to dial, because I didn't know whether my best friend was doing it. And like, mind you, I'm panicking at the same time. I'm still in the middle of the street. I don't want any more cars to hit me at this point. I don't really know what's going on, and I'm repeating these numbers to him. Sir, dial these numbers, and he's like, huh, and I'm screaming these numbers to the top of my lungs, so I know he hears me, but he's such panic. I don't know. I don't even know why he stopped if he was going to be panicking that much, but the phone call from him never got made, and he ended up just getting on his motorcycle and leaving. You guys, if I had been alone, first of all, if I had been alone, I probably wouldn't have got out of the car where I was anyway. But if that did happen when I was alone, if I did not have my friends there, I would not have made it. Because the people that guy he came and he left. He just left. Like, it was no help whatsoever, of no help. Eventually, one of my friends got in touch with my mom or my grandma, and got in touch with 911. Yeah, I remember looking down and finally looking at my leg, and it, like I said, it literally looked like something out of a horror movie. Like the goriest slasher movie you could ever imagine. The skin was badly, like, I don't know how graphic I want to get with it, but the skin was badly cut open. There was blood everywhere, and I was holding on to it, clasping it, and I was afraid to let it go because how it was positioned was just, it was off, and I was like, I'm going to lose my leg if I let it go. I think the fire department got to me first. I remember seeing the lights, and I remember thinking, thank God, because the adrenaline and everything was, if you guys know how adrenaline hits you, it hits you hard, fast, but after it hits, it drains everything out of you. It's completely gone. And I was like, I'm losing my energy, and I really wanted to close my eyes, but I was determined to fight through it. You guys, I was awake throughout this whole experience. To this day, my doctors knew I was awake through this whole experience. None of the paramedics knew I was awake through the whole thing, but I was very much conscious. the firefighter. He was on the ground, and I remember them pulling out a whole bunch of bags and stuff, and I remember just telling them, like, please just get me out of the street, block the street off or something, because I was panicking. I did not want to get hit again, and there were semis and everything that were coming down that street, and I was afraid getting hit again, and I was just, please get me out of the street. And he was telling me to let my leg go, and I was like, no, 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 I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go. He was like, you gotta let it go, you gotta let it go. They wanted to put a splint on it, you know, on my leg, and I was like, no, you gotta grab it. And I remember him talking to another firefighter, at the time, while we were still waiting on the paramedics to get there. He was talking to another firefighter, and I'm like, sir, grab my leg, because my arms at that point were shaking. I was extremely tired, and I was afraid if I let go, I wasn't gonna have a leg. I was not gonna have a leg, and I was yelling at him, like, please grab my leg. Like, you have to grab it. And yeah, he finally grabs my leg, and the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my life. I think I blacked out. I think I passed out at that moment. Honestly, they put straight my leg somehow, put in this splint thing, and put me on a little stretcher thing so they can pick me up and move me. Luckily, when they were doing that, the paramedics had arrived. At the same time, the ambulance had arrived. And so yeah, the paramedics had got there, and they put that thing on your neck. They always do that once you get into any type of accident to secure, you know, something. You possibly have a neck injury is the one thing that they want to make sure that you don't have. And I remember when they put me in the ambulance, I was feeling really panicky. One, because that thing was around my neck, and the ambulance is tight. I was starting to feel claustrophobic in there. The paramedic that I had, of course, she was moving around me a lot, trying to make sure that I was stable, getting all my vitals and everything. And I just remember yelling, please get this thing off of my neck. She's like, I can't take it off, can't take it off. And I was just like, God, please. And I remember hollering for my friend, just like, you know, are you there? She let me know, yeah, boo, I'm here, just stay calm. And that really calmed me down, because I didn't want to be alone. So I was glad that she was there. That really calmed me down, and my best friend stayed behind to deal with other stuff. I don't really know what happened on her side of the part. I won't ask her to answer those questions because I don't want her to relive it. But yeah, I got to the hospital, and I told them to get my mom on the phone. I wanted to talk to my mom because at this point I knew because I told myself, and I knew also because I think at that time God told me that I was going to survive, and I wanted her to hear it. I wanted her to know that I was going to be okay. So get my mom on the phone right now, let her hear my voice, let her know, because I know she's flying, trying to get here right now, and she just needs to hear me. And so they got on the phone, I talked to her, and of course she's just a mess, crying. And I was just reassuring her, like, Mom, I'm alright. I'm just gonna wait till you get here, and it's gonna be okay. And I just remember constantly telling her over and over again, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm okay. And it's crazy. I said I was okay, and I didn't even really know if I was going to be or not. But I inwardly felt like I was. And I felt like that's what I needed to do at that moment, was to let her know that I was going to be okay. And I knew I was going to be okay, especially when she got there. So, she got there in about 3.5. Mamas don't play. It might have been a 2-hour drive, but somehow she got there really fast, because she was in that emergency room, and as soon as she got there, they were trying to take me back to surgery. And yeah, that was the beginning of my hospital journey, which would be a whole nother separate video, so I'm not even going to get into that. But yeah, guys, that's the sad story of what happened. I got severely injured in a hit and run accident. feel so much better that I got that out. I'm really praying, you guys, that that's the last time I'm going to have to tell that story. I do not want to talk about it anymore. I don't, if from now on, if people ask me what happened, hopefully I can just reference to this video so that I personally do not have to dwell in it. There's no disrespect to you guys, especially the ones that really care. It's just really hard when you go through something traumatic like that to keep reliving it. I'm already living an everyday life, and it has consumed my life with endless physical therapy, endless doctor's appointments that I'm constantly going to. But you guys, I am going to end this video right here. 2020 is coming up, and I am so super excited for my new journey that's up ahead. I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you guys stay tuned and really watch my progress, especially for me getting back on my feet, re-walking again, and all my physical therapy journeys, everything else that I'm going to be getting into. I will definitely going to be vlogging about that. I want to thank you guys for the love and the countless amount of support you guys have been giving me, and the prayers. Please don't stop praying for me, guys, and also please don't stop praying for yourself. Okay, God is always the answer, and He hears you. In due time, it will happen. Okay, if you have any worries in this world, or any worry about anything, let it go. It's all going to happen, and it's time. There's no point in stressing over things when it can all be gone in the next. Okay, so yeah, if you guys made it to the end of the video, please hashtag made it in the comment section, and I know you're a true OG. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you stay tuned for everything else that I have coming out, which should be a lot of fun and also a lot of struggle, and it's going to be raw and uncut. I promise. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, stay safe, and most importantly, stay you. Love you guys. Bye.
We waited for a long time, just like the DMV waited in them long lines. Cause everybody hungry, we can't waste no time. Got my back up in my stomach and my soul on the grind. Cause I already know this was